Good morning, Hillman Cancer Center. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm Danielle Petrina, the project manager for the Wellness and Integrative Oncology Program. And this is Angela Zaccanini, our registered dietitian who focuses on lifestyle nutrition. And today we are bringing to you Cooking for Cancer and Chronic Disease. Our recipe for the day is Brussels sprouts and quinoa salad. So kind of another holiday recipe that we're cooking up here for you, side dish.
Yep.
Or a starter, kind of whatever you want it to be. So just another way to, get some good nutrition in, but also enjoy the holidays. So Ange, go ahead, kick us off. Just a reminder that we do have our chat up, so make sure that you are commenting. Let us know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. That's what we're here for. So go ahead, Ange, kick us off.
Okay, so this particular recipe is from Taste of Home. They do have a blog, a website. They also have, I believe, still a magazine, right?
Yeah.
So we have a lot going on today.
We do.
Lots of things on the island this morning. But I did get started with a few things just so we have some time saved. But we're using Brussels sprouts. The recipe says to actually microwave them, but we are going to roast them, which they are currently doing. We also want to toast some walnuts, which we did ahead of time as well. And then some other ingredients we're going to be using is shallots, parsley, lemons, of course our walnuts, dried cranberries, and then our key ingredient is the quinoa. So because of the ingredients, the color combination is perfect for a Christmas dish.
Yeah.
Again, that green and red, the fresh parsley, the Brussels, the dried cranberries. So it's a great combination and great combination of flavors as well. All right, so our first steps. Do you want to start dicing up our shallots for us?
Sure thing.
And then you're going to want to use a saucepan. Start to heat about a tablespoon or so of olive oil. And then your first step is going to be to add those diced shallots straight to that saucepan.
Okay.
And besides roasting the Brussels, I did already rinse our quinoa. So,
Ange, why do you rinse quinoa?
So I believe it makes it less starchy and helps with flavor a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not certain, but it's usually either in a recipe or even on the back of, your packaging for quinoa. It says to rinse it first. So, and I follow all directions.
I mean, except you didn't microwave the Brussels sprouts, so maybe not.
Well, she would call me out.
I know. I was like, yeah, don't make me.
Okay, so we have Danielle mincing up our shallots. Our walnuts are toasted, and then I'm just going to take a look at our Brussels that we have here. The reason why I wanted them roasted is
so much better.
I like that crunchy outer, the leaves from the Brussels, because that is exactly what you're going to be using for this particular recipe. Just the leaves. You're going to discard the core of the Brussels, and you are going to eat the salad cold. It is going to be, well, is this worse than an onion,
Oh my gosh, wow.
Well, it is in the onion family, but they're definitely strong.
They're strong. Do you need both of these? I mean, that's fine,
You're supposed to use all three.
That's a lot.
Which
shallots give me heartburn.
Yeah, you can use two.
I mean, we'll follow the recipe, Andrew, except for the microwave part.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So we have our oil heating in the pan. I'm going to take out our Brussels. Well, we'll see what they look like. I like them pretty well done. What about you?
Oh, yeah. I like a crunch.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
A little bit longer?
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. The reason why I wanted to get this started was because, like I said, you're going to want to eat this cool. So you're going to want those Brussels to cool before you discard the core and just utilize the leaves. So besides that, they don't have any nutrition facts on this particular recipe, unfortunately, but I think it's pretty hearty. I mean, quinoa is a complete plant-based protein. It is gluten-free. You're getting fats, so you're getting more protein there. You are getting some carbohydrates along with the quinoa, the dried cranberries, but then you're getting a mix of other anti-inflammatory great ingredients like the shallots, the lemon, the fresh parsley. I always encourage fresh herbs as much as possible. We're also going to be using garlic in this recipe. So again, all of those powerhouse ingredients. You good?
I'm so done. I'm not cutting that other one. That's terrible.
All right.
Woo!
We're going to throw these in here. Thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my eyes are even.
Oh, stop. You didn't do anything.
Ow, my eyes.
Oh, my eyes.
All right. You're just going to want to let these cook for about 1 to 2 minutes or so. I'm going to lower the heat. I don't want them to burn because that saucepan was already hot whenever I threw that in. So cook that down. Maybe we need a little more olive oil. Okay.
I know. It's very strong.
Sorry, I'm literally,
I
I
know.
need an eye patch.
Woo!
All right. We're going to cook those down and add a little bit of, why doesn't anybody on cooking shows, like in real life, have, like, cry?
Because it's like already cut and they just like, I don't know, maybe they do. I don't really watch cooking shows except for ours, Ange.
Okay, fair.
It's the best
We
one.
are the best. All right. Cooking down. It's brown. It's already browned a little bit, which is kind of crazy.
Smells good.
Yeah. All right, going to add our garlic in there. Again, cook this down just till you get that aroma.
Yeah. We got the aroma. Ooh.
So once that's cooked, you're actually going to remove it from the saucepan.
All right.
Is my mascara
It's
down
intact.
my face?
You're good.
Okay. You're going to remove it from the saucepan and put it in just a small bowl.
Let me do that.
Yep.
Okay. So maybe we can zoom in on to show our audience kind of what that looks like. So how, you can see how brown, not brown.
Yep. And while you're doing that,
Hold on. Go ahead. What?
I'm going to start boiling 2 cups of water for our
I need
quinoa.
you to
Tell me where to put it.
hold on. Just keep it there.
Okay.
And then will you just kind of tilt it my way, please? Thank you. You can then just see real quick. So you see they just have like a light brown. They're soft. So not like, that didn't take long at all. Okay.
No, not at all.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks,
All
Ange.
right. Yep. Okay, so in that same saucepan. This is not
We are like
ideal.
tearing up today over here.
I'm going to add 2 cups of our water. Turn that heat up. Holy smokes.
Holy smokes is right. Oh.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Get that water boiling.
All right. What are we going to
These,
put
like,
in here?
Across the room.
Oh my gosh, throw them out the window, maybe. No, just kidding.
Throw them out the window.
Wow, that was brutal.
We're never using shallots again. by the
No,
way.
ever.
Okay.
Okay. You know, shallots are like, people put that in a lot of dressings.
That's what I think, because the only real ingredient for the dressing is lemon.
Yeah.
And then olive oil, salt, and pepper. So I think the shallots
shallots.
and the garlic really enhance that flavor.
Yeah, we'll see.
Even though, you know, what's nice on websites and blogs is the comment section, like
Yeah.
at the below, and what people rate them or whatever. And someone was like, this definitely needs like a vinaigrette or some sort of, like somebody added balsamic vinegar or red wine vinegar to it in addition to those other ingredients in the lemon juice. And they said that just really brought out the flavor. So again, that's something you can definitely do.
Okay, we're boiling
Yeah.
already.
All right.
Oh, I would have done it for you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Quinoa. Now, nice thing about quinoa is it's going to absorb all of that water. So you'll know it's done whenever all of that water is kind of absorbed into the quinoa, and you can just fluff it up with a fork.
That's nice.
Okay?
I always kind of like hate that sometimes about like
With rice.
rice noodles, and you're like
Right, right.
tasting just to make sure, like,
Yep.
if you haven't kept track. Okay, what's
All right.
next?
So the next step would be to add your Brussels sprouts to the microwave with some water. So it says to use 2 tablespoons of water. Cover the Brussels sprouts, 2 tablespoons. I guess that would just be to steam it.
Yeah.
And then Add it to the microwave for about 6 to 7 minutes until it's softened. You do want to cover it and stir every 2 minutes or so. And then it says when it's cool enough to handle, you're going to want to remove the leaves and discard the cores like we mentioned. So ours is cooking, well, I guess roasting, in the oven. And it did just go off, so I'm going to pull that out and see what we're looking like.
I think it should be good by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. Very nicely roasted.
All right.
I know I like a crispy Brussels sprout for
Me
sure.
too. Yeah, those look great.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have our Brussels, and I look and smell them a lot.
I mean, anything's better than the shallots right now. I'll take it.
The toasted walnuts and then our craisins. So what we're going to want to do is make the dressing now quickly while this is cooking. So it's going to be a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Do you want the juicer or no?
1/4 cup? No. Will you just get me, is there a 1/4 cup?
Yeah. Now my nose is running. This is
I mean, you're a mess.
This is this is not ideal.
I mean, she didn't even cut them. She like literally like stirred it a couple times and now she's crying.
Right. I didn't do the
She didn't do it, everybody.
Work either.
No.
Yeah. So something's wrong.
I'm calling you out. I thought we'd have a little, I thought you'd yell at me.
Oh, no,
Okay.
you know.
All right. Whatever.
Nothing but love for you.
That's right. Same.
Okay, so the lemon juice, salt, pepper, and oil.
I mean, that's a great dressing.
Yeah, and then you're actually going to stir in the shallots and the garlic.
Yeah.
So it's all going to be kind of blended up into that dressing. Okay.
All right, let's get this going. I mean, we also have a juicer. I just didn't feel like it. I don't know. You can easily, for a 1/4 cup, I probably,
Right.
did I just like spray you with lemon juice
No,
too?
no.
Okay, I was like, oh gosh, like this is really gonna get fun for you. So just keep that in mind. You have a juicer, obviously a little bit simpler. I just didn't feel like it.
Yeah, it's okay. And again, you can kind of eyeball it
Yeah.
or just
It's
do whatever.
So just think about it. A 1/4 cup is truly like 1 lemon. That's like pretty spot on.
yeah.
So, and there's still some more lemon juice to get out of here. So we're there.
Okay.
1/4 cup in. Okay, what's
Perfect.
next, Dan?
Okay, so the salt and pepper, which again, that's something to eyeball.
Okay.
You
I'm
know
just
us.
pulling. Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't baking. Baking, you can't eyeball.
Right, exactly.
That's why neither one of us like to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is a great side dish. We were talking about this, I think it was you and I,
Yeah.
how salad doesn't go over that well in certain family gatherings.
Yes. So my husband's side is definitely like not salad eaters,
Yeah.
and my side is. So he's always like, when we host, like, why do we have to have a salad? I'm like, I mean, we eat salad. You know, they don't. They would eat vegetables though. So this is kind of a nice, I feel like, mix of both. You
Right.
could kind of get a vegetable side dish going on.
Right.
All right. What's next? Do I dump the shallots in here?
Yep.
Where's
Which
that?
are over there
Oh,
because I
sorry.
need them out of my
Oh,
face.
that's right. Yeah. Angela's
And
moving them yonder.
here's a spoon.
There you go. All right.
I
I
think that'll
love
be really flavorful. I mean,
Yeah.
the smell of it and the intensity of it is
Yeah.
one thing. All right, and our
Okay.
quinoa is bubbling and boiling.
I'm
Water's
surprised there's
starting to
no olive
absorb.
juice in that. I mean, olive oil.
There is olive
Oh.
oil. Sorry.
How much is that?
A tablespoon.
Oh, I'm just gonna eyeball that.
Yep.
Okay.
And again, what's beautiful about cooking is once you actually taste the recipe, you can then add what you need. Maybe more lemon juice, maybe more fresh parsley, maybe that vinaigrette
Oh,
or
that's
the
good.
vinegar. Is it good?
Be careful with your lemon. Make sure you don't overdo that because that can get very sour and bitter.
Yep.
And like you can obviously add more olive oil to it. Something to think about. My brother actually taught me this. And I'm sure this is probably extra virgin olive oil. So anytime you put lemon with olive oil, you actually just want regular olive oil. You do not want to use extra virgin. It tends to get a more bitter taste.
Where do you find olive oil?
It's just regular. It's super
I feel
easy.
like I only see extra virgin.
It was everywhere, when I did this. So who knows nowadays?
knows?
But yeah, so just something to think about when you're mixing, because I do this shrimp recipe. It's like a marinade. You put like olives, red onion, like parsley,
Ooh, that
blah, blah,
sounds
blah.
good.
And you just like, and then there's like a dressing similar to this. And this one time I was like, this is so bitter. Like the lemon juice, like I put in exactly what I was supposed to. And so my brother's like king of dressings.
That's
and so
cool.
and marinades. And I called him, I was like, what did I do? He's like, did you use extra virgin? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you have to just use regular olive oil. And it did. I put in olive oil, just regular, and it definitely helped with the bitterness. So something just to think about.
Okay, cool.
But this is good.
All right. Do you want to start like dicing up some parsley for us, just for a topping, fresh herb?
It's a lot of parsley.
Yeah,
I'm not
we're using
dicing
it for
this
our
on.
other recipe too.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Even though that's still too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, how?
I don't know.
I guess you can get fresh. Can you get fresh parsley in those little containers?
I don't know. I don't think. I think it's only
I think
a bundle.
You can only get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
All right, our quinoa is looking great.
Yeah.
Quinoa is so easy to make. And to be honest with you, initially, like when first quinoa got very popular, I was kind of intimidated by it.
Yeah.
I was like, how the heck do I make it? What do I make it with? And I'm like, it's literally rice.
Yeah.
Like whatever, it's instant rice.
And it's like it's like just exactly what you said, that it's done when the water's absorbed.
Yeah, I mean, super simple. It's fluffy, it's tasty. It does have like a, how would you describe the texture? I feel like
it's a little chewy.
I was just gonna say a little bit chewy, which I kind of like.
Yeah, no, I'm a quinoa fan for sure.
All right, I'm just getting this a little bit out. Okay, so I don't know how well we can do this yet.
So it has to be cold.
Yeah. Well, the Brussels.
Okay. I mean,
But
I
we'll make it work.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that. What we're gonna do is add our walnuts.
Okay. Let me get over here and see what we got.
Which is a half a cup. Half a cup of dried cranberries.
And again, this is all stuff that you can just eyeball too. Especially if it's something you don't like necessarily.
And I'm just gonna...
Oh, so you're gonna actually like flake those?
I guess. It says to... When cool enough to handle, remove the leaves. Like, how else do you remove the leaves? I guess you can cut...
I bet if you cut that core,
like the egg.
Did you cut the core or no? Okay. I would cut the end of it, and I bet they fall off like much better. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
You're right.
Hey, every now and then.
That's why we keep her around.
That's right.
Oh, put the core in there.
Okay.
Yeah, this might take a little bit of time. So we'll obviously finish this, but
here, I can come in and help.
The final step would be to add, you know what too, like if you didn't want to do this, just add the entire Brussels.
Well, you can also get shredded Brussels. This is, I mean, literally, I do everything
for... we keep her around? Like, what?
I do everything for convenience in my life. Like, how can I be convenient?
Right.
Just get shredded Brussels.
And I wouldn't ever want to waste the core. I feel like there's definitely good...
I'm like ready to pop one in.
I know.
I like the core.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you can use half, you can buy the halves, you can cut them in half, like you can quarter them if you want. I mean, there's lots of ways you can make this happen. So
I definitely do... I guess I would recommend roasting them because I actually enjoy that crunchy, little burnt end.
Yeah.
I guess if you were to just steam them in the microwave, they would be more soft and.
No, I think these are soft though.
They are soft. I don't know.
I mean, they're not like. I mean, Brussels sprouts are not like
Yeah.
super hard on the mouth.
Right.
Slow to eat. Okay.
All right, so that's good enough to show,
yeah,
right?
I think let's like mix it, taste it.
Let's add
I'll keep going while you finish up.
Okay. I'm gonna add our dressing.
Okay. And these are also like very reasonably priced. Your Brussels sprouts are probably gonna be the most expensive part of it. I'm sure most of you have a lot of this in your pantry, so that's something to just think about. Okay, keep going. Now I'm like racing myself.
I actually love the color of the shallots in there too.
Yeah.
Like it's like a pinkish, purplish. Yeah. With the cranberries, the Brussels. Okay. I'm sure you can eat this hot.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I feel like
no, taste of home. we're gonna alter your recipe. All right. And then you top that off. Fresh parsley. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Manja, manja.
I would actually add more cranberries.
Yeah, I think so too.
I need more red in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks good.
Why don't you, let me quickly just rinse my hands and then.
Good side dish.
For
Something
sure.
different.
Ange, can you just tilt it forward a little bit?
Yep.
And then look, we're cutting it over so you can see. And we still have more Brussels sprouts to go. Honestly, Ange and I were both like, that's not a lot of Brussels sprouts, but when you start to shed them like that or flake them, you can definitely see it. Should we do a toast?
Try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'll get you a fork.
Thank you.
All right, let's try to get all of it, right? Like get a little shallot that we're
There's
crying.
walnuts in there too, don't forget.
Oh yeah, that's
Probably
good.
would need more of those too.
Yeah. All right. That is good. That is so good. Make this recipe.
You know what?
I actually like it warm.
Yeah. And I don't think I would put a vinegar in there.
No, I think it's perfectly fine. I don't know, like, once if it cools, if it absorbs, so you might have to add a little bit. Something to
Still.
think about, but you would just add some olive oil to
Wow.
it. That is a great
That's
side
super
dish.
good. Make that for your family.
Yeah,
Or yourself.
whatever you, yeah.
That would be a good recipe to even bring to lunch.
That's what I mean. Like you
'Cause
could
you
make
can eat it
that
cold,
You can
or
put
you can warm
protein
it
with
up.
it. Not
Yeah.
that's great. I'm really happy about that
Yeah,
recipe.
me too.
All right, team. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Real quick, Ange's email is at the bottom of the screen here. So
Yes.
we just send out a weekly email that includes the link to the recipe, link to our YouTube page. Please make sure you like us and subscribe to us. And then we also have a brief survey. So if there's anything that we're missing that you would like to see more of, please fill out that survey. We certainly do pay attention to it. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next week. Yeah, we're here
See you
next
next
week.
time.
All right, take care.